She kissed my best friend. He kissed her back. But when I asked if he loved her, he looked at me and said, "It's always been you." I never saw it coming. This is the story of how my sister's love triangle turned into my forever. Please don't forget to subscribe and comment. And one request, please always keep smile on your face. My name is Tessa Carter. I've always been close to my younger sister, Riley. We grew up sharing secrets, clothes, and dreams. But there was one line I never imagined we'd ever cross, a line neither of us saw coming, until she fell into an unexpected love triangle with my best friend. It all started the summer after I moved back home to Seattle. I had just ended a long, tiring relationship with a man who didn't know what he wanted. So I was heartbroken and needed to be around people who truly cared about me. That meant home, and more importantly, Riley. She was 22, wild, unpredictable, and absolutely stunning. Long sun-kissed hair, a laugh that made people turn their heads, and a confidence I always secretly admired. I was more grounded, older by 3 years, and had always played the protective big sister role. Riley, on the other hand, lived like each moment was hers to own. And people were drawn to that. Especially guys. And that's where Tyler came in. Tyler Knox had been my best friend since college. He was smart, successful, tall with that perfectly messy brown hair and ocean eyes that made girls melt. We shared everything. Jokes, heartbreaks, late-night deep talks, even apartment keys. But it was always platonic. He was like a brother to me. At least, that's what I believed. The first time Riley met him was during a rooftop party I hosted. She came out in this tight off-shoulder black dress that hugged every curve and made every guy stare. I noticed Tyler looking too. But I brushed it off. He looked at all women. Riley caught him staring and smiled. Later that night, I found them laughing in the kitchen, leaning a little too close. I didn't think much of it until Tyler walked past me and whispered, "Your sister is trouble." I raised an eyebrow. "You're not flirting with Riley, are you?" He gave a crooked grin. "Should I be?" I warned him off playfully, "She's off limits, Tyler." He laughed, but I saw something flicker in his eyes, a curiosity. Over the next few weeks, Riley and Tyler kept running into each other. Sometimes by accident, sometimes not so much. I walked into my apartment one evening and found them sprawled on my couch, laughing, drinking wine, her bare feet in his lap. "Comfortable?" I asked with a smirk, though something in my stomach tightened. Riley grinned. "You never told me your best friend is actually funny." Tyler winked at me. "You never told me your sister is dangerously charming." I tried to laugh it off, but inside it felt weird, like something was shifting. I told myself I was just being overprotective, but deep down, I knew it wasn't just that. Then it got complicated. One weekend, we all went to a lake house together. Me, Riley, Tyler, and a few other friends. It was one of those golden summer weekends filled with sun, boats, drinks, and late-night swims. That's when I really started noticing it. The stolen glances, the teasing, how Tyler always seemed to sit next to Riley. He was different with her. Softer. And she was all in. That night, after everyone had gone to bed, I walked out to the dock and saw them. Tyler was sitting close to Riley, his hand brushing against hers, the moonlight dancing on the water as they talked in hushed tones. I couldn't hear what they were saying, but I could feel the heat between them. I froze, torn between watching and walking away. The next morning, I asked Riley about it casually. "You and Tyler, is something going on?" She blinked at me innocently. "Why would you say that?" "You know why." She bit her lip and shrugged. "He's cute. And we click. But if it bothers you..." I sighed. "It doesn't bother me. I just don't want you getting hurt. Or him messing around." She rolled her eyes. "You sound like Mom." But it did bother me. I couldn't explain it. Maybe it was the fear of losing my best friend. Maybe it was jealousy, of their chemistry, of how natural it looked. Maybe a part of me had always liked Tyler in a way I never admitted. The real twist came 2 weeks later. I got home from a late dinner with co-workers and found Riley pacing in the living room, barefoot, wine glass in hand, her hair a mess. She turned to me with wide eyes. I need to talk to you. I dropped my purse. What's wrong? She swallowed hard. I kissed him. I didn't need to ask who. Tyler. She nodded, her voice shaky. We were watching a movie. He touched my hand. I looked at him. It just happened. And then we kissed again. I sat down, heart racing. And he stopped it. Said it was wrong. That he didn't want to ruin our friendship. That you'd be upset. I didn't say anything. My brain was spinning. I told him I could handle it, she continued. But he said he was confused. He said he didn't know what he felt. Confused. That one word hit hard. Riley looked at me, eyes wide. Do you like him? I froze. No. He's my friend. Are you sure? I don't know, I admitted. I never thought about it that way. But now? Seeing you with him. Do you want me to back off? She asked quietly. I didn't know what to say. Part of me wanted to scream yes. The other part didn't want to control her choices. That night, I texted Tyler. We met at a bar downtown. He looked tired, conflicted. We sat at a booth, and I went straight in. So, you kissed Riley. He ran a hand through his hair. I didn't plan it. It just happened. I stared at him. Do you have feelings for her? I don't know. She's exciting. Wild. But it's messy. I nodded. Do you have feelings for me? He hesitated. Then, that's the real problem. I blinked. What? He leaned in, voice low. I've always felt something for you, Tessa. But you never saw me that way. So I buried it. We became best friends. I thought that was enough. Then I met Riley, and it stirred everything up. My chest tightened. I felt exposed. So what now? I don't know, he said. But I can't keep pretending. That night, I couldn't sleep. I kept thinking of Tyler's voice, his eyes, his touch on my back when he walked me home. Something had changed between us. And Riley. She was head over heels for him. The triangle had formed, and I was in the center of it too. Days passed. Riley tried to keep her distance from him, but the tension was undeniable. Every time he came around, I saw her eyes follow him. Every time I spoke to him, I felt her watching me. One evening, we had a huge fight. Riley stormed into my room. Just admit it, she shouted. You want him. I stood up. So what if I do? You're not the only one with feelings. But you never even looked at him like that until I did, she accused. You had years to figure it out. You're my sister, I whispered. I didn't want to hurt you. Tears filled her eyes. Then let me be happy. And with that, she walked out. The next day, I left town for a few days, some space, some clarity. When I got back, everything had changed. Tyler came over. He looked serious. I told her the truth, he said. I swallowed. And I told her it's you. It's always been you. My breath caught. She was angry, hurt, but she understood. She said if you feel the same, you should tell me. I stared at him. My heart pounded in my ears. Slowly, I stepped forward. I've always needed you. I just didn't realize it until I saw you slipping away. He smiled. Then let me stay. We kissed. This time, it was real. Raw. Deep. Years of hidden emotion, tension, and longing exploded in one touch. And it felt like everything had finally clicked. Riley and I didn't talk for a few days. But when we finally did, it was hard and emotional. But she forgave me. We cried. We hugged. And we promised to never let a man come between us again. Even if that man had once stood between us. Life went on. Riley found someone new, someone who worshipped her. Tyler and I started dating openly. It was weird at first. But eventually, things fell into place. Because that's what happens when love is real. It finds a way through the chaos, the confusion, the triangles. And though my sister's unexpected love triangle with my best friend nearly tore us apart, It also led me to the love I never saw coming. It led me to him. To us. Forever. Please press the bell icon for more interesting. Your love and your precious time is very important for me.